Okay. Am I the only one who thinks the original Mario Brothers always look kind of brown? No. Okay, yes. As a kid, I remember fucking with the color settings, trying to make the color pop.
Said.
Oh, hey, it did. Cool, cool. Glad to hear that actually worked. Yeah, I'm taking a break from Terra Tech for Mario Day, obviously. I sure fucked that one up.
Refred 54 said. Nice.
Just do the classic bypass. Boned it up twice. I'm not going to do it again.
Squeak B. Thanks for
Hello,
subscribing
B.
for 0 months. Squeak B said. Can't get rid of me.
How's it going, B?
Refred 54 said. I love that trick. Squeak B said. Doing okay. How are you?
Not too bad, all things considered.
Squeak B said. And your March 10 day.
Oh, fuck it. I want to see if I could actually break out those bricks. I can, sometimes, but...
Squeak B said. Are you playing Mario Bros 2 after this?
I don't know.
Squeak B said. Or gonna skip to 3.
I definitely want to do this in Super Mario World. I plan on playing some Mario Maker. Mario Party's kind of dumb when you're...
Squeak B said. Oh, yes.
Mario Party's kind of dumb when you're playing it single player, but, you know... It's not like they really have many options for online with that.
Refred 54 said. Might be coming up I happy but low-key kinda not cause it's gonna be boring.
I know the feeling.
Squeak B said. Again, why did they not make IT online play? Squeak B said. I will never shut up about it.
No, it's stupid. It's stupid. It's literally like... You have less online sync demand with that than you do with, say... Mario Kart or Smash Brothers.
Squeakbee said, think of your adult audience and how no one has time to see each other in person. Nintendo.
Yeah, I mean...
Squeakbee said, heck, most of my friends are spread to the four corners of fucking Narnia.
It's important to have couch co-op, I think.
Refred54 said, here's a poem.
Okay.
Squeakbee said, well yeah, both shouldn't be that hard for this game. Refred54 said, roses are red, violets are blue. It don't always be like that, but sometimes it do.
And that can apply to many things.
Squeakbee said, very nice.
Of course, I missed the last jump.
Said, it's like how everything in the universe is either a potato or isn't.
Unless it's a yam. So, B, have you seen the Owl House yet?
Said, LOL yet. Squeakbee said, I have kinda. Squeakbee said, I seen the first episode and then some clips on YouTube.
The first episode does not do it justice. You should try to watch more.
Squeakbee said, haven't sat down and watched all of it though. Squeakbee said, but I love it. Squeakbee said, like. Squeakbee said, shocking, I know.
No, not on the same level.
Said,
that's the worst way to have them.
Probably your fave character to write. Squeakbee said, it.
Well, did you see the post I made on Twitter about the Owl House? Woo! I forgot there were 2 in a row. Shit. Well, there was more to it than that, but it specifically referenced it.
Squeakbee said that you watched it.
No.
Squeakbee said, don't think so.
I don't often ship characters, you know. Fuck. But Ida and Rick Sanchez. I mean, same energy. Fuck. After this, I'm moving on. I'm gonna be here all day.
Said. Ah yes. Refred54. Said. Me types a comment. Post Twitch. The mainframe is broken. Send out a traffic blocker into the side square of the 80th channel of Narnia and make sure that frickin' Elsa is there to stop the broken traffic light that is fixed even though it isn't. Squeak B. Said. The double enabler couple type.
How did it not hit him? What the fuck was that shit? I've never heard that phrase, double enabler. Oh no, it's another 2 in a row. Grab that coin on the way out. Motherfucker! Holy fuck, last life. I'm gonna beef this one.
Said. They both enable each other to be terrible.
Oh no, I get that. I totally get what you're saying. I'm just saying I've never heard that phrase before.
Squeak B. Said. I came up with on the spot because I wasn't sure what else to call it.
Oh.
Squeak B.
Well, then it works.
Said. Ida and Grunkle Stando.
Yeah, I've heard that theory. Whoops.
Refred54. Said.
Here, you just not read this?
Sorry, I just want to hear you not read this. Squeak B. Said. Theory. Squeak B. Said. I was just like, throwing out a silly idea.
No, there's actually, I came across something today that was talking about how, it's actually a theory that Grunkle Stan and, Ida were involved, that she was the woman that he married for one day.
Refred54. Said. Bot lol oops.
Oh, hear the bot. Okay, got it. Get what you're saying now. We can give a quick run through Donkey Kong. I'm gonna need more tea.
Squeak B. Said. I'm not a cross-series shipper either. If THRE is a canon ship I really like, then that's when I'm like full ham. Squeak B. Said. Oh. Squeak B. Said. Well.
I moved too soon. There's one episode of Gravity Falls where Grunkle Stan describes how he got married for a day when he went to Vegas, and
Squeak B. Said. That could be canon since the creator of Owl House is Alex Hirsch's girlfriend, then it could be very well a canon thing.
Yeah, there are certain other things they've added retrospectively, like in one of the things that came out for Gravity Falls after the fact. I forget what it is, like one of the comic releases, I think. In the background, they have a wanted poster for Ida.
Fred54 said. LOL, I remember that.
I didn't remember the incident at all,
Squeak
but
said, "Oh backslash."
listen, Pauline, I'm gonna save your ass, but I'm not getting your purse.
Refred 54 said, "Again."
Excuse me. So, what was it? He said that their hands touched on the same slot machine lever, and then he was immediately taken with her. They got married for a day, and she ran off with all his winnings and his car. And he mentioned that she was wearing a shirt that said over 30 and very flirty, that her hair looked like it was fake,
Squeak
that she had...
said, "That sounds in character to Ida."
That she had exceptionally pale bingo hall skin, and damn it, that she had one strikingly sharp tooth, which is...
Squeak said, "God, now I want it to be a thing." Squeak said, "Hey."
Stan refers to her as the one who got away, and then he says, no, like, literally she got away, the cops couldn't catch her.
Squeak said, "Well, that confirms it pretty much to me." Refred 54 said, "Again." Squeak said, "Oh, you hung up your doctor picture."
Oh, I did, yes.
Squeak said, "Looks nice."
Oh, thank you. I mean, I think it does, but...
Refred 54 said, "Why won't it work?"
Why won't what work?
Refred 54 said, Refred 54 said, Refred 54 said, Squeak said, "I am not familiar to the old school doctors, but I hear that one is very favorited."
He played the doctor for the longest time.
Said, Squeak said, "What are you getting at, Refred?" Refred 54 said, "There it goes."
If you try to enter too many letters too often, it'll block the chat for spam.
You're not providing a lot of context on what you are doing. Squeak said, "Oh, okay, having fun with the voice." Squeak said, "Been there, mastered that." Refred 54 said, "Oh, okay, lol." Squeak said, "Hey hey 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 hey." Refred54 said, "It doesn't work at multi-spam the same thing."
It's just part of like how Twitch manages the handling dialogue in the chat in general, I think. Whoa! 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 Whoa!
Squeakbee
Woo!
said, "Stopping from you from saying the same thing twice in a row. Yeah, that's to stop spammers." Refred54 said, "I mean the blocker." Squeakbee said, "Who just copy-paste links?" Squeakbee said, "That's why their new tactic is." Squeakbee said, "Hey, I see you are playing Mario games for March 10 day."
Yeah.
Squeakbee said, "I can help you get more V's if you just click here."
Or they say go check out my page to get more details. And then they get reported.
Squeakbee said, "It done." Refred54 said, "Oh." Refred54 said, "Okie dokie."
I still got 3 Marios. In 8th grade, I took a computer class, damn it. Ah. At the back of the classroom, we had a Commodore 64 the teacher had set up.
Refred54 said, "Legit had to look for half an hour to find like 4 things I want for my birthday."
Is there just not that much that you want, or you had trouble finding those specific things, or what?
Refred54 said, "I am hard to shop for, I've been told."
Huh. My girlfriend says the same about me. My friends don't, though. Oh, some of my friends.
Squeakbee said, "Heck nah." Squeakbee said, "I think I did okay with that box I sent you."
Oh yeah, you did great with that, B. So if we finished our work early for the day, we could use the Commodore 64 at the back of the room. And of course, when the Commodore 64 came out...
said, if you just listen to people, I find it's pretty easy to pick up their interests.
Yeah.
Fred 54
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
said, I just never know what I want for a birthday. Like if it's big, I feel like it's too big, but if it's small, I feel like it's not living up to the holiday gift expectancy, so I look for midway big and pricey stuff like games mostly. Squeak B said, not that I am a master at that, you still have to be invested.
Ah, first life loss, okay. Get that crab! Well, as far as the gift giving goes, I mean, to me, I don't know, trying to ask for something sucks. I find it I enjoy it most when you get something that's unexpected that suits you. Like that signed picture of the doctor that was a Christmas gift from a friend of mine.
Yes. Squeak B said, that's my fave thing to do when giving gifts.
Ah! I didn't think about it hitting the coin. Get the crab!
Squeak B said, like it adds a special layer of, wow, this person understands me. Refred 54 said, that's the type of gifts I want, but as a teen people don't know what you want, so they ask. Squeak B said, I think to be understood is a gift in itself. Refred 54 said, and I'm finally to the point where I'm a teen, so people don't know.
I don't know, like, to me, it's still, most of my friends knew. It was never a big issue. It was like, if you're paying attention to me as a person, it shouldn't be hard to identify. My parents, on the other hand, but yeah, when we would finish class early, we would have the opportunity to play the Commodore 64, and this was back. I mean, the Commodore was released before the NES was a thing, right? Like, keep in mind that this was originally an arcade game, and also was available on like the Atari, I believe. So this was one of the games we had on the Commodore 64, and
you would think being a parent would be an instinct with that, but like with anything, it depends on the person.
We would end up playing this a lot, and at first it was just to see who would live the longest. But then we realized that sometimes it wasn't like...
Another thing is, I don't feel like I need stuff that I get for my birthday.
So because we would play this just to see, like, you know, who would last the longest, it was literally a game of how can you dick with the other player to get them to get offed?
Said, how do you feel about gift cards? Squeakbee said, I hate giving gift cards and I dislike receiving them.
Okay, so... as far as getting, like, gifts that you need, that's, an interesting subject for me.
Said, but if you don't know yourself and don't mind them, then that's an option.
But I was not exactly impoverished, but we didn't have the most money. So most of the time I could only get games by asking for them for my birthday or for Christmas or some event like that. Other than that, it wasn't going to happen. So...
Squeakbee said, same. Refred54 said, they are okay, but it about them.
So yeah, for me it was, you know...
Squeakbee said, well, if you like pricey things, you could sit on them for a bit and then use them for the more expensive stuff without feeling awkward about asking for too much from folks.
And that's kind of what it came down to for me, like, you know... I just didn't have access to money most of the time. Trying to think what it was. Like, I ended up getting an allowance. I think I didn't get an allowance until I was in, like... at least 3rd grade. So in between... in elementary school, 3rd or later, and it was $20 a month. I believe.
Squeakbee said, man, I love Super Mario soft and bubbly look. Refred54 said, kinda the same here. Squeakbee said, still my fave till this day.
Yeah, the Super Mario World aesthetic, or general aesthetic...
Refred54 said, but without allowance. Squeakbee said, another game I have not beat. Squeakbee said, but I actually recently tried to play and man. Squeakbee said, I was terrible. Squeakbee said, still something I want to do though.
Beat this?
Squeakbee said, since I connect this game as to one the reason I fell in love with video games. Squeakbee said, yeah, this. Squeakbee said. Sonic 3N Knuckles, Rayman, Super Mario World, Kirby, and Pets were like my iconic childhood games. Squeakbee said. Oh, and Pokemon, duh.
So yeah, for me, if I could go for games, that was always, you know, the choice option. And even then, it wasn't usually games, it was game. I got one. And it's not like there was much else I was interested in anyway. Whenever I did get a new interest, it was usually so far outside of my price range, I would try and do as much research on it as I could. And try and, you know, figure out how to do it myself at home without, well, spending money on it, because there was no way for me to do that otherwise.
Squeakbee said. Did you grandparents ever give nice gifts?
My
Squeakbee
grandfather was an asshole.
said. I know your grandpa was a shit stain.
Yeah.
Refred 54 said. Same, but I usually get about 2 or 3 games. Squeakbee said. But he bought you a Sega to entice you to visit, so that kinda counts.
And he got the Super Nintendo as well. They were just reasons to try and, like, drag me over there. And once my family moved out of town, he still hoarded them, like, you can't play them until you come here. And it's like, I'm 3 fucking hours away. This is not something that a 3rd grader can just do.
Squeakbee said.
So eventually he relinquished, realizing, like, it didn't make a difference, right?
Squeakbee said. Well, like, it how he thought you were gonna get over there.
The dude was...
Squeakbee said. Especially since your dad didn't want anything to do with him either.
Yeah, no, I mean, he just had problems. Oh, fuck. Well... What? What?
Squeakbee,
You son of a bitch!
your grandma
There was supposed to be a feather there! Why no feather? Oh, that makes me angry. I even got between the Koopas to get the fucking feather, and it's just non-existent. My grandmother was cool. Basically, the big reason we got gifts for our birthday or for Christmas was because she was the one who was paying for them. When she passed away, all of that stopped. Except for 1 year... my senior year of high school, I believe. I got a whole bunch of games.
I'm glad she was there for you.
For PS2 and GameCube. For Christmas. And I think part of that was just that... Well, no, maybe it was another year. I don't know. But it was, What? Okay. Finally. Fuck that shit. There were a whole bunch of games for PS2. And I think the reason was because at the time what I was wanting was stuff. The PS2 was kind of reaching the end of its life cycle. The games were not nearly as expensive at that point. So I ended up getting, I don't know, somewhere between like 6 to 8 games for Christmas that year.
Squeakbee said, "Well." Squeakbee said, "All used. Not that matters as long as they work."
They were not used.
Squeakbee said, "But yeah, used games used to be such a fun thing to look for." Squeakbee said, "Oh."
They were not used. They were just cheap because stores were trying to clear inventory. I mean, hell, I remember when the... Whoa. Okay.
Squeakbee said, "Used games these days are super pricey still because of online sales."
Yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, that's why you look for, like, Steam sales. I don't know how I killed the big boo there, but...
Squeakbee
cool.
said, "That boo didn't want to touch your butt."
No, he most definitely did not. There's only one door here, right? Yes, okay.
Squeakbee said, "Were they good games?"
Most
Ones
of
you
them...
enjoyed?
Yes. Yes, all of them were ones that I
Squeakbee
was looking forward to.
said, "What were your iconic PS2 games?"
Iconic? Shit. There's so many, it's hard. I really liked Jack X, Neo Contra, even though it's goofy as all fuck. Man, I'm having trouble trying to remember everything.
Said,
Combat racing, yeah.
"Combat racing, yeah." Squeakbee said, "I enjoyed the Jack and Daxter series."
That's actually the only one from the series that I really played. But when the PS2 was like done, like I did not want to transform him yet, but so it goes. Okay.
Squeakbee said, "Even though the first was the best before they stitched to a Grand Theft Auto-like clone." Refred54 said, "I gotta go, but I really like the MK series, especially Shallowing Monks."
Oh,
Squeakbee
okay. Okay.
said, "I still had fun with them though."
Take care. Thanks for hanging out. Hope the conversation was enjoyable and gameplay not too boring. And hope to see you around soon. Ryfred54. PS2, I played a lot of Soul Calibur. Soul Calibur 2, Soul Calibur 3.
Refred54 said, light skin tone thumbs up sign, bye bye light skin tone thumbs up sign. Squeakbee said, my best PS2 games were LE, Jack and Daxter, FFX, Okami. Squeakbee said, Shadow of the Colossus.
Shadow of the Colossus was a good one. That's one I need to get my hands on again.
Ratchet and Clank series.
I miss Shadow of the Colossus. That's one of the ones that got stolen.
Cat Mary Damacy, love that.
But Okami I have for PC. I need to play that. Ratchet and Clank haven't played it. Katamari Damacy. Technically I played it. I did not do well at it. Man, I don't remember the order of these doors.
Squeakbee said, it was weird and I do well with weird.
I know you do, B.
Squeakbee said, I did have fun with Kingdom Hearts.
I only played a little bit of Kingdom Hearts. That was my... There are certain games that, you know, my sister and I would claim. I mean, most of the time I wouldn't care if mine were played, but I would tend to...
Squeakbee said, I want to replay them and just laugh at the story.
I would tend to burn through games so fast, like for the N64, one year I got Donkey Kong 64, my sister got Jet Force Gemini.
Said, back then I didn't think it was as bad as I do now.
My, yeah, Jet Force Gemini was my sister's game. And I ended up beating it before she faced, like, the first boss, even.
Squeakbee said, damn Alex. Squeakbee said, stop being so 1337.
So there are certain games that it was like they were off limits or I didn't get to touch them until she'd already cleared them. And one of those was Kingdom Hearts. I wasn't allowed to play it until she had played through everything. And then
Squeakbee said, did you ever play Beautiful Joe? I tried playing it and couldn't get the hang of it, but I think you might have fun with it.
I have Beautiful Joe and Beautiful Joe 2.
Squeakbee said, nice.
I played the first one, I got a fair ways through it. The second one I played a little bit.
Said, oh, how could I forget Psychonauts?
Psychonauts I have played, but I played that on Steam. I did not play that growing up. I didn't have an Xbox, and that was an Xbox exclusive at the time.
Squeakbee said, definite replaying it before the sequel comes out.
The true sequel, not just a VR game. It was fun. I liked the design. The 3D platforming in it was kind of eh. Like, certain parts were great, others were really...
Squeakbee said, it better be a true sequel. Squeakbee said, I can agree with that.
Like, the ones that stand out the most for me was the final level, the Meat Circus, and the Opera House. Those levels, man, trying to platform in 3D to those tiny little, like, bars, those what were they, tight ropes?
Squeakbee said, it was a little hard to use that bouncy ball and judge distances.
Yeah, and then it had the same problem that many 3D platformers did, locked camera angles. Let me just shift the fucking camera angle at what I need to see what I'm trying to do. Oh, no? Okay then, guess I'll just die. But yeah, Smash Tennis. Let's change the title of the stream to Super Mario Maker. It's 11:30. I'm gonna take this opportunity to get more tea. But the Bouncer was another game that my sister had. It was one of the few games to take advantage of the PS2's analog control buttons. I don't know if you're aware, but the PS2 actually could detect how hard you were pressing the buttons on it and would change the attack that you made based on whether it was a soft press or a hard press. Which is something that almost no games used, that I wish they would re-implement in other games to take advantage of. Because, boy howdy, would that be useful for some games. Anyway, yeah, I was not allowed to touch that one at all because it had a multiplayer mode. And
Squeakbee said, they sell ports for me for PS2. It how well they work. But if there was a way for
I need to look into that.
On stream, would you be interested?
If I can get an upscaler, that would probably be nice. Yeah. Because there are some old games I really want to play that would be awesome to get a hold of. But yeah, had friends over, had a party going, and they would not let me play the Bouncer. They were doing rounds with it, and then finally it was like, okay, you can play. And after like 2-3 rounds, I started just wiping the floor with people, and it was like, okay, you can't play. Anyway, I'm gonna get more tea. I'll be back in a few minutes.
Squeakbee said, oh, to be good at games. Squeakbee said, wonder what that is like. Squeakbee said, if I ever start a Let's Play channel, I want it to be called OK at Games. Squeakbee said, I am up and about cleaning, but I am still here watching you, so heads up.
Okay. Okay at games. Okay, no problem, B.
Squeakbee said, just saying, feel free to still converse, I just might trip over something before I can reply.
No problem. Jeez, that was close. This is an interesting little level. Addressing your question earlier about gift cards. I have never liked gift cards. To me, they've always felt very impersonal. Which sounds kind of silly because it's like...
Squeakbee said, it's something that I'm like, thankful for, but disheartened about how the messages pretty much I don't get you or your interests.
Okay, so that's a reset switch. I mean, to me it's like, if you're gonna give somebody a gift card, you might as well give them fucking cash.
Squeakbee said, a reminder how I can't share the things I love and are passionate about with the folks around me. Squeakbee said, yeah.
On the note of disheartened, I know not everybody was exactly pleased with 2D's situation, but is everything okay? Are people pissed in D&D? Like,
Squeakby said, I mean, I know you couldn't help it. Squeakby said, it would have been nice if he was transparent from the start.
oh yeah. I'm just saying, I know people were talking about, or I mean, I know people, the group, I know the group was talking about, like...
Squeakby said, instead of being tongue-in-cheek and made it seem like he was stalling on purpose. Squeakby said, hey, this is something I think we will be better to talk to you in private.
Okay. Oh well. Yeah, let's give him a look.
Squeakby said, Bullet Bill Mermaid.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. Oh shit, where's my notifications? There we go.
Squeakby said, would you be into doing a 100 Mario run?
I can give it a shot. Oh, that must be the... Two have cleared out of 257. I'm at 1 out of 46. Is it the endless challenge? Well, the hard ones, they give you significantly fewer lives, huh? So is this something we should talk about soon? Like, should we go into Discord and I just like keep playing without audio, or I guess Discord wouldn't work, huh? Or something else, you know what I mean? That was a great start. Wait, was it supposed to only start me off with 4 lives?
Squeakbee said, "It's not a super big deal. Sorry, I don't want to give you anxiety over it."
No, it's fine. Totally okay. That's why I was asking whether or not it's something that's a pressing issue. So it only gives you 5 lives? I thought...
Squeakbee said, "Sent you a Discord message."
Okay. I was gonna say, you could tell I was running at the end of this because I don't know what the fuck is supposed to be. Well, I mean, I caught at the very end, as after it loaded up, that it was supposed to be an auto Mario. So, kind of fucked myself there, but I made it through, so, alright.
Squeakbee said, "Fuck Auto Marios."
I got fucking SpongeBob up there.
Squeakbee said, "I never played Mario Maker, but fuck him."
it might be a good idea for me to get a proper controller instead of the little dog bone grip. That might be fucking me up. What? Okay, what the fuck is going on?
Squeakbee said, yeah.
Because you spin jump with the shoulder buttons.
Squeakbee said, I need a pro controller, but man, $70.
Get one of the ones from Power A. They're, I think, 50. A lot of that was my fault. I didn't realize the spin jump was the shoulder buttons on this instead of the A button, like the classic Super Mario World. But with that, I will grab a different controller and be back in a few minutes.
Squeakbee said, okay doke artichoke.
So Power A is almost a Pro controller. It isn't rechargeable, it runs on AA batteries, but I actually like that more, because you can always get rechargeable AA batteries. And if you ever need more batteries right away, it isn't just a matter of, oh, I forgot to charge them, you can just buy some. They come with a bunch of different designs. Thumbsticks are relatively small, they have a good feel to them. They have programmable buttons on the underside you can use as auxiliary keys if, well, if the control layout is dumb for a certain game. And they are licensed by Nintendo. Or in partnership with Nintendo. They aren't third party okay, they are third party controllers. The company is Power A, but they aren't like Mad Cats. They aren't knockoffs.
Squeak B said, "Oh, well, that's nice."
The one issue they have.
Squeak B said, "Are recharge battery expensive?"
Not really. Personally, I like the ones
Squeak
that I
B
had got trashed, but
said, "TBH, I like the idea of hassling with them."
well, then you can just buy batteries. I'm just saying, like, I've always liked something that uses batteries as opposed to having a built-in battery. A built-in battery seems nice, but if you go, oh, I want to go play this, wait, I forgot, I haven't charged the thing, then what do you do?
_hope.
Hello,
said,
Ty Hope.
"Hi."
So,
Squeak B said, "But you can play with it while it's charging."
depending. I mean, some of them you can. The regular, Joy-Cons you can't.
Squeak B said, "True, that's why I have 2 sets."
Yeah. Again, which is great until they're both dead. I ended up not using my Switch for a prolonged time, and everything was just toast. At least I get a 1-up out of it. Let alone the fact that, if you end up having friends over or want to play with a group, then you're exceptionally ass out if you need more than one controller. But I digress. I like it.
Squeak B said, if I am going to sink more money in, I rather do it for a pro controller."
That's fair enough. That's fair enough. I probably should have read the description on this first.
Squeak B said, "Replacing batteries at start."
I don't think they're that bad, but I mean, I get mine at the Dollar Tree, so
Squeak B said, "And I don't have the space to deal with storing another thing."
well, it's up to you. Sometimes it helps. Oh, this is what I need right now. Sure.
Squeak B said, "Like it's not a big deal to you, but I remember how much a hassle batteries were back in the Game Boy days."
Well, yeah, but that was significantly different. Well, if that's the way you're going to do it, Bowser, just back up and leave the flagpole open to me. Sure, I'll take that. But electronics have come a lot further than that. You don't end up burning through batteries at a rate of like 2 in an hour. Okay, it wasn't that bad with the Game Boy, but it sure seemed like it. And then, again, they're a lot cheaper. I just have an entire stash of batteries. Like, right over here, I have another 4 in my drawer, and another 15 just sitting there, and those are just double A's.
Said, I often did the no thing where I put in one dead battery and one good one since I could only find one good one around most of the time.
That's actually not as bad as people make it out to be.
Squeakbee said, it just cuts the life of the new battery in half.
No, not just. You do have chances for it causing, corrosion in the device. If the batteries are not great, you can have a certain amount of leakage.
Squeakbee said, God, leaky batteries is also a scary thing.
Oh, almost got the one up. So close. But leakage is usually something that only happens, like, if...
Squeakbee said, I had toys where they would get that corrosive shit all over them.
Yeah, as long as it doesn't get into the main electronics, it doesn't matter if it's just over the terminals. You make a paste out of baking soda, and it dissolves that, and then you're good to go.
Squeakbee said, Alex, you are doing a terrible job defending batteries.
I don't know what you want me to say, like... This is the way that physics works. No, not the Koopas! Too many Koopas!
Squeakbee said, getting a rechargeable one seems more and more lack of a headache.
The corrosion is something that only happens when you leave the batteries in for prolonged periods. That's what I was gonna say. Like... It's not a big deal. Like, they tell you don't mix, you know, old and new batteries. That really doesn't matter that much. I've never had a problem with it. But if you do get battery leakage, and that isn't just mixing them, that's also... This one's gonna be a pain in the ass. I'm gonna fucking die. Multiplayer versus? How is this even meant to be a versus level?
Squeak Bee said, "It's not about physics, it's about Bee doesn't want to think too much over controller management."
Okay, then again, like, you go and you buy batteries, not a big deal. Why the fuck can I not make that last jump? What is wrong with me? Thank you, Luigi. I was gonna say thank you, Mario, but no, it's Luigi.
Squeak Bee said, "Batteries work for you. That's great. Not trying to start a debate here. I just think a rechargeable would suit my needs more."
And that's fine.
Squeak Bee said, "My need to not want to deal with batteries." Squeak Bee said, "Dead."
Dead many times over, in fact.
Warnavik said, "Havoc."
Hey there, how's it going?
Squeak Bee said, "Would Mario go to heaven or to hell? He does step on turtles a whole lot." Warnavik said, "LOL, hey, watching you play this and it's making me frustrated, LOL."
Sorry. Right off the bat, we're getting a fucking troll level in that.
Warnavik said, "Heal because he only .cades for himself and getting some punani." Warnavik said, "Hell asterisk." Warnavik said, "Cares asterisk."
Well, that's a debatable point. Some people say Mario's a creeper because he's so... 6 1-up mushrooms, okay.
Squeak Bee said, "I mean, it's Peach that doesn't deliver on that cake she keeps offering."
Okay, got the one-ups. Now where the fuck... Oh, okay. Ah. I wouldn't normally ditch Yoshi, but, you know, can't take him with you to the next level.
Warnavik said. Exactly, and he keeps chasing it, so he is going to hell.
Well, that's, I mean, she says cake, but, like, there's never been any promise that he's going to get laid, if that's what you're talking about. So that's one where a lot of people go back and forth, like, is Mario just, like, an obsessive creeper? Or is he, what the fuck?
Warnavik said. Dude, we are guys, you know what he thinks, if I save her she has to give up that frosting on the cake. Squeakbee said. Nintendo comes it saying he is spaghetti sexual to put a rest to it. Warnavik said. LMAO.
This level is nothing but glitches.
Warnavik said. I made spaghetti for dinner tonight, lol.
How do you report a level?
Squeakbee said. Does your fiancé know Havoc? Warnavik said. Know what? Squeakbee said. Unless you manage a choice it with her lady and the tramp style.
I don't have a problem with troll levels, but it frustrates me when it's literally like a level based on glitches. Like, that's part of Nintendo's policies. You don't... And hell, I wouldn't even care if the level actually worked.
Warnavik said.
Oh my
okay,
god.
Sorry, but I don't get it. B. Warnavik said. I'm not understanding.
Havoc, I think B is referring to the fact that it was just referred to Mario being spaghetti sexual, and then you said you made spaghetti for dinner.
Squeak B said, it was a dumb follow-up joke to the spaghetti sexual joke. Warnavik said, "You lol, sorry I'm slow lol."
Seriously, what the hell? What am I doing wrong here?
Warnavik said, try pushing the top block to the side.
No go.
Warnavik said, do the downward sword thing.
Yeah. Oh, I wasn't doing it before. So is that an Auto Mario, or...?
Warnavik said, WTF.
These are some shitty levels.
Squeakbee said, "There's hard and them just no intention of wanting people to win."
Some of the levels were hard, and I'm fine with that. But when you have ones that are just a mess. Let me guess. This is one of the ones... Yeah, nice. Cool. It's a multiplayer level, and it's going to be one of the ones that it isn't based around skill. You just have to pick, you know, different paths and hope that you get the right one. If there's any sort of a hint down there, I don't know what it is.
Warnavik said, "Middle." Warnavik said, "Oops."
And these aren't necessarily bad for, you know... Yep. A multiplayer game where people can just die repeatedly. But when you're in a course where... Or you're playing this mode where you're going to lose lives as you go. And you have a limited number. You just mill through so many of them, it's frustrating. I'm sorry, whoever you are. You say your level is themed? And now that I've burned through most of my lives, let's start again. I'm gonna give this one a good try, but, you know, if this keeps going the way it has been, I'm gonna play something else.
Squeakbee said, "I vote for that." Warnavik said, there should be translation for foreign languages in Chinese or Japanese symbols.
Are we done? Thank God. I would not call that level great, but it's far better than most of the ones I've been playing this evening. Holy shit. And yeah, some sort of translation, like, you know, it's hard to run it through an auto-translate, but... interesting.
Warnavik said, but we know those MFS know English, they just do that to be dicks.
Well, no, not necessarily. Some of them, sure. I was hoping there might be something cool up there. Something useful. Oh well. Too bad I can't take the ship with me.
Warnavik said, they have to take a course in school for English 2 years minimal, 4 years max. I know that for a fact.
Okay, that's fine. But that doesn't mean somebody's going to be fluent in it. I mean, I was required to take a, actually combined, I had 4 years of foreign language. 1 year of French and 1 year of Spanish in junior high.
You know these are from folks who live all over the world, right?
And then I took 2 years of French in high school. And I still, I know next to nothing of French. I mean... And B brings up a good point, and that is, you know, that might be Japan, but if it comes to certain other nations, then that may be a moot point.
Warnavik said, yes I do, I've been all over the world, also I grew up in a foreign lands. Squeakbee said, It's hard to learn another language, and English is acutely one of the hardest languages to learn for folks. Warnavik said, "You are all right, B."
Man, okay. I got lucky there. I was gonna say, boy, if I have to grab that Koopa shell and like bounce it off the wall, I mean, I can try, but I really don't want to do that. Shit. Fuck you, give me your boot.
Warnavik said, "Not trying to start a debate, lol." Warnavik said, "Sorry." Warnavik said, "I'll shut up."
You good, dude? No, not the boot! Oh! Oh, and it's right there.
Squeakbee said, "It's all good, man."
Two extra lives. This is actually going relatively well. If I like get it rolling and I get some lives saved up, then I don't feel as bad about like running into a garbage level or having to skip one over. Actually, hold on a second. I was just going to try and lock him in with the...
Warnavik said, "So I'm getting better, unable to move around now without dropping into the floor in pain, so that good, that's why I was able to make dinner, but just doing that I'd overdid it, but it's progress, lol." Warnavik said, "Able asterisk."
That's good though, dude.
Squeakbee said, "You're in pain. What happened, dude?" Warnavik said, "Broke 2 ribs and bruised my kidneys." Warnavik said, "Well, kidney."
Still not a desirable thing.
Squeakbee said, "Ouch, how did that happen?" Warnavik said, "My two dogs rushed me while I was on the stairs and took my feet from under, landed on my backside."
That was not at all bad. Hardly difficult, honestly, but 2 extra lives, cool.
Squeakbee said, "Shit, I'm sorry, man."
Yeah, Havoc's not been having a great time lately.
Squeakbee said, "Not great when that which you love hurts you." Squeakbee said, "I hope you have a fast recovery."
Comments. One of them is a scribble and the other is "you poop." Okay. New items. Okay. No, I was so close too. That's fine. I'm doing well. I'm doing well. I can do this, I think. I actually even nailed the one up.
Warnavik said, "Thanks. I've been on bed rest for a week, felt good enough today to move even though lady told me not to get out of bed, but she was at work and I was full 9NE and was hungry and I'm stubborn, lol."
Stubborn is fine as long as you don't puncture a kidney. Don't need to be getting an infection or bleeding out, or both.
Warnavik said, "Was alone asterisk."
Can't believe I missed the top of the flagpole there. Oh well, that wasn't too bad. Ah! Apparently you cannot slide down all slopes. Fucking Galoombas! Can I carry an extra? No. Okay. You can't just stand on them in this one, you need to spin jump on them. I forgot. Cool. Whew. That was not bad. Fun mechanics, a little challenge, and some variety. I'll give that one a like. Okay, so I need to be at more of a run then, or I need to duck when I do it. Oh no! Did I just break the mechanic of the game? No! No? Or I just found the secret exit. Whoops. I'll take it. Ah, that was funny. Whoa! That pass by the thwomp was smooth. Like, oh my god, that scared the hell out of me. I didn't think I was going to make it. I think that one's... I'll give that one a like as well. Pretty decent. Pretty decent. I'm gonna need more tea in a minute here. Since it's almost 1 in the morning here, I'm gonna need to switch it up to chamomile, start winding down, so I can actually get to sleep.
Squeakbee said, "What is your fave tea?"
Man, I don't know if I have a favorite.
Squeakbee said, "I've been exploring tea more myself and trying different things." Squeakbee said, "Apple cinnamon right now is like my top tier."
I fucked myself now. I really like teas that use hibiscus. There's also one that I really liked that I don't really see around anymore. It was labeled as a red vanilla tea. Lemon green tea can be nice. Blueberry tea has a very surprising, nice kick to it.
So you like herby teas?
Generally, but I'll also just drink black tea. Like right now, I'm drinking a...
Fruit and spices for me all the way.
Right now I'm drinking a...
Warnavik said, all I drink is black tea.
Oh, nothing up there, okay. Right now I'm drinking vanilla chai with cinnamon added to it.
Squeakbee said, Squeakbee said, that sounds good. Warnavik said, lady love those herb teas. Squeakbee said, vanilla chai is tasty.
This is not a great one. It's one that's from the Dollar Tree, but I mean that's why I'm
Squeakbee
using it, is to have just a little bit of tea.
What brand of tea do you go for?
I'm not picky, honestly. My girlfriend is actually more picky than I am.
Said, I found Celestial is the most flavorful ones.
The one they have at the Dollar Tree a lot is called T-Vive. They also have certain varieties. Those are their, like, I guess, premium teas there, because they're normally in a box of 20. But you can get black tea or green tea in a box of, like, 50 there. Which are not great. There was one type of green tea they stocked for a while that had a very grassy flavor to it, which doesn't sound good, but grab one coin. Okay. No! Oh wait, that'll work. Won't it? That'll almost work. Okay, first stack them up. Now I think I got it. Whew. There was one I made where I put hibiscus and just a cinnamon stick on a pot, in a pot on the stove, and boiled the shit out of it, and that had a very interesting flavor to it. You had a slight, like, kind of citrus cherry flavor from the hibiscus, but it was a full cinnamon stick, and was really good cinnamon, actually. Really strong. I wonder if there's a secret on the other side. Oh well.
Squeakbee said, I would love to try loose leaf, but grocery stores don't usually carry them.
Every once in a while we'll get some, I thought this level was labeled short and sweet. Why is it not done yet? God damn it.
Thank you for the follow. The _ core spot.
Jesus, that... Fuck! Thank you.
The _ core spot said, want a level?
Sure. Sure. I will play it when I get back from, wanting to grab a cable. I'll play it when I get back from making another mug of tea. And I return. Well, there's gonna be some bullshit. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So I'm only going to do like one or two more, but then switch it over to, I don't know, Mario Kart, Smash Brothers, or Mario Party. It's been a long while since I played Mario Party, and again, like, it seems silly playing it as a single player, but I kind of miss it. Just at that moment of like GTFO before I get killed. Don't even risk it. Don't even risk it. Is this one gonna be a troll level? How the fuck did that kill me? I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm intrigued by this level. It is a bit trollish, but... That was my own fault, wasn't it? Or does he have... Oh, don't tell me. He's got spikes behind the thing, so you have to come down perfectly on it for it to work. I bet that's the issue there. Okay. It is done. Lost a few more lives than I gained, but I got it. In multiplayer versus, it's some bullshit. No, it isn't. Okay. Because you're only supposed to use the one controller with Mario Party, right? I don't know where the ends for my Joy-Cons are. Give me just a second. Honestly, I think these little things can make them more awkward to use sometimes, but I forget what their dice do, though. I didn't want to go back. Oh, yes, one. Thank you. remember Wario having something good.
Warnavik said.
Okay, take care,
"Who is
Havoc.
going to die, gotta go."
Thanks for hanging out. Hope you had a fun time. Get better soon. Expect I've been a dingus and I forgot to send it out.
Said.
But expect that keyboard soon, and yeah, don't forget, you know, Switch. If you've got yours, then that's another thing that could be hooked up once you're able to do so, that we could play. So, yeah, take care. I like how it's recommended, hard, and then very hard. Didn't they at some point determine that, like, Waluigi is supposed to canonically be 10 feet tall? I haven't done this one yet. Also in the process of looking up information on Ida from the Owl House, or Edelyn, as her full name is. I discovered that in heels her canonical height is 7'6".
Squeakbee said. Fuck. Squeakbee said. Witches are like their own species in that show. Maybe they run taller than humans.
Yeah. Of course Mario's first and then Luigi. Luigi's dice block is not great. Okay. Oh, thank you, Toad. We need those tips, yes. That was so helpful. One path takes you past the chain chomp, does it? What does it do? I don't know. It looks like that path doesn't go anywhere, huh? So it looks like some of the special events just randomly teleport you somewhere. Interesting. Oh. Shut up! No, I'm not ready yet. I'm still getting this down, you jerk. Somehow I do good, and then I just manage to beef it at the very end. Pardon the pun. But yeah, I don't know if witches are necessarily their own race, but... Okay. The most human-looking races there do definitely seem to, have their own set of rules and attributes. That's it, Alex. Almost dropped the controller. That'll do.
Squeakbee said, "It seems like it is more separate than being a skill."
Well, maybe, but I mean, there are obviously a bunch of
A new record.
there are you know, different races. Even the thing that's basically like just a head with a nose was oh, you've only seen the first episode. Never mind, then. It branches out more as it goes on. There are a lot of things that study magic and become witches besides just the humanoid standard witch. It's been a long while since I really worked with herbs. I'm a little, Perfect. Now I get dropped somewhere else again. I wanna start playing around with making different herbal teas and tinctures. Again. Because it's been ages, and I think it's something that, I don't know, a skill that I've neglected for quite a long while that I should look at.
Squeak said, "Ha, I would be down to try them." Let's give that one more try. Come on, Luigi. We need those coins. I don't know what we need them for, but I'm running out of options, so we need those fucking coins.
Start.
Right in Waluigi's butt.
Winner.
But yeah, I've had so much weird shit with my digestive system lately. I think getting playing with some herbs and seeing what I can work out would probably be good. Especially if it's stuff that I can just get at the supermarket. turd. I hope the chain chomp bites your butt. And now I'm back at the beginning, right? Yep. So I made cream of carrot soup for dinner. And I'm really pleased with the way it came out. I think I have not...
Squeakbee said.
No?
Never heard of cream of carrot. Squeakbee said. Cream of chicken, mushroom, broccoli. Squeakbee said. But not carrot. Squeakbee said. I wonder if I would like it. Carrot flavor is pretty good, I just don't like the texture of them when they are cooked.
Well, the way I made it, there literally is no texture. The way I made it today, I got a couple bags of shredded carrot. And I dumped them in a pot with, you could use chicken stock. I used water and chicken bouillon because I felt that it would give it a stronger flavor. And then I filled the pot almost all the way up and I just boiled it to soften the carrots.
Squeakbee said. Oh, I think I would be down for this soup.
Then I, while it's boiling, I added poultry seasoning mix, which uses sage and a few others, plus rosemary and marjoram. Not like artificial butter spread, marjoram the herb. So as it boils, the flavor goes from the herbs into the carrots and the broth. And the water level reduces, the carrots get soft. Once they're soft to where you can basically just pinch one apart, you pour the entire thing into a blender. And then you blend it up. Then you add in a small, like, I believe it's a 1 cup of... Is Mario gonna get his butt bit? I wish it came true. He only lost some coins, though. That sucks. I was hoping he was going to knock him back some spaces. Okay, let's see here. Here I am trying to hope that I roll low so I get an item or an ally, and then 6. Oh well. So add in a cup of heavy cream. A pack of... Wait, no. A heavy sprinkle of turmeric. And a packet of Goya seasoning. Although, if that isn't available to you, I can come up with a spice blend that will get close to it. And a little bit of half and half. And then give it one more blend. Pour that back in the pot. Oh, it looks like Wario might be the first one to get a star. Holy shit. Oh, there are only 5. Damn it.
Start.
When you pour it back into the pot, cube up about, I'd say 4 ounces of cheese. Your choice. I used extra sharp cheddar.
Winner.
Wow, that was practically one of those Luigi wins by doing nothing things.
Mario time!
Mario's gonna try and beat Wario to the star. Oh. Mario, you jerk.
Oh yeah!
You got stars.
And the fucker gets a power up. God damn it. Of course. Well, it's definitely going to give him enough to get 1 star.
Said.
Okay.
BRB.
You got a star. Start. Finish. A new record.
Mario, yeah! Oh, yeah!
How about I don't? Well, okay, let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. If I get a 6, Fine. Fuck it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm getting my butt bit.
Squeak B said, "Okay B."
Welcome back, B.
Three, two, one, go!
That's a dumb mini game.
A new record.
I'll take those coins though. Anyway, the last step of the soup is take that about, I think it's about 4 ounces of cheese, whatever it is you're going to use, cube it into about, I don't know, 1 inch, ½ inch cubes, something like that. And slowly heat the soup, mixing them in, melting them down. And add half and half to desired consistency. I like something that's thin, that way it stretches a little further. In my case, it was enough to basically just fill up the pot to a little over 2 quarts, like 2.5.
Squeak B said, "Not a fan of thick soups either."
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
that means Waluigi's getting, he needs to make sure he gets that 6. 1 is not good enough. Or 5? Okay.
You got stars.
Yeah. Oh no.
Squeakbee said, "What difficulty did you put the computers?"
Medium? I'm gonna have a heck of a time with the AI in this one, I think. Or not. Okay.
Start.
Oh.
Waluigi, stop pushing me out of the way, you angry elf man. No! You absolute dingus.
Finish.
Squeakby said, I'm gonna tap out. You have a good night, man.
Okay, get some rest, B. I mean, I'm going to bed as soon as this shit's done, so. Take care.
Squeakby said, sleep well.
I guess Mario gets a star.
You got stars.
Oh, yeah. Oh, no.
Number 15. They're probably going to go down now. Of course Wario's going to take the golden pie. That means the price is going to change again, right? course it's me.
Oh yeah. Yes. Wow. Oh no. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Way to go, Mario. You just gave Wario the win.
Yay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. Ha ha. Ha. Oh. Yeah.
You got a star.
So that means he's at 2. He's gonna get another 3. There's no way to catch him now.
You got stars.
Let's see here. Could I win it? course it puts me in the middle.
Finish. Winners. Ready? Yeah.
Mario time!
So Mario can get 3!
Oh yeah!
You got stars.
Yeah! Yes! Ho!
So I need to get a 5 or higher.
Ho! Ha!
This is literally better odds than anything else. Okay.
You got stars.
Yeah!
Waluigi can get 2. There's no way he can catch up.
Oh yeah! Yay! Alright! Yeah!
Okay. It's irrelevant what the price will be, Toad. Okay, so everybody has 5 stars. It's a matter of coins right now. I forgot Wario goes last. So there's no catching up to how many coins he has. Oh, Jesus. I can't even... I can't even test this because trying to feel it, it keeps going, "Are you ready?" and shaking the...
Start. Finish. Winners. Ready? Yeah.
Mario? I thought that would have been me. Oh, Wario. Interesting. Mario and Luigi have denim, but Wario and Waluigi have a different material. I wonder what that is. Hadn't really noticed that before.
Congratulations.
Really? I'm the only one who got a red space? Alright, well that's it.
You got a gem. Congratulations.
Alright, that's it. I'm out. Hope it was fun. Catch y'all later.